So I've purchased all 6 of these Griddle cookbooks plus 3 ebooks in order to make my Griddle 101 ebook better. Just to be upfront, this just is an ad for my Griddle ebook. I like to be straightforward with people, and it's $20 if you don't want to wait around to the end to see how much my ebook is. But I want to tell you why I've purchased all of these and why I'm proud of my ebook. I think it's the best. I know I'm not no insult to anybody else's book I've got, but I do think it's the best one for any new Griddle owner out there, and here's why. Well, first off, I worked at Bob Evans. That's a diner in the Midwest for 2 years out of college, so that's where I got all my Griddle experience. I've worked in restaurants for 20 years and in retirement communities managing kitchens, so I have a lot of cooking experience, and I've owned a Griddle for 5 years. I've been making YouTube videos for 5 years. I've done over 300 videos. I've cooked a lot on the Griddle, commercial and residential, and the residential ones are a little bit different. I had a learning curve that I had to learn. My ebook is for beginners. It's not, hey, look at what I can make, this 5-pound burger or something wild that involves your smoker, your griddle, and your sous vide and your air fryer. It's just griddling. It's just basic stuff, but I try to explain it as thoroughly as possible for a beginner new griddle owner. I'm not trying to make something new that no one's ever made before. I made my first edition of the ebook 4 years ago. It had 30 recipes. Then I moved it to 101 about a year later, and I've been updating it ever since. It doesn't have more than 101 recipes because I kind of like the name, like the double 101, like it's learning, and also there's 101 recipes. But also because I don't think you're going to make more than 100 recipes on your Griddle. So some of these say like 500 recipes or something. This one has like 200 simple recipes, and this one is a fake Amazon book that I got, and clearly like AI made this. They have things like muffins in here. They're like, make the batter and pour it on your Griddle. It's like, okay, I just wasted $10 because this is not a real book if you're talking about muffins and waffles. And so anyways, I don't think you're gonna make it all. So that's why when I put a new recipe in, when I deem that it's good enough to be in the top 100, I take out a bad recipe. Maybe not bad, it was good enough to get in to begin with, but a recipe that I no longer think is in the top 100, or I've taken out stuff where maybe I had like 5 omelets with different ingredients and I've knocked it down to my 3 favorite omelets. And you know, do you really need, once you know how to make a Western omelet, you can use mushroom and spinach if you want. Do you really need another recipe for that? Or just put your own filling in there? So that's kind of what I'm working towards with the ebook. I just want it to be the best 101 recipes. I also go over extensively in my ebook seasoning and cleaning a Griddle and how to do that, and temperature control, cooking order, what to do so it doesn't warp, how to store it for winter, like a lot of maintenance stuff, which may be overkill for some people. They know already, they don't care, but if you're a brand new Griddle owner, it's a nice reference point to have, so you don't have to go searching on the internet for everything. You just have it right there. And it's from my experience, what's worked and what's not worked. It's not saying it's the only way. All I can tell you is what's worked for me from my real world experience of using this for like 5 years. So again, back to the recipes. In a lot of these different books, like I said, this one is a fake Amazon one. Some of these, I don't want to show people's names or anything, but I just thought they're internet recipes is what I would call them. They're things that sound good, and they have a nice name and maybe a nice picture, but it's not good to make on the Griddle. Like, it's not something you would actually make. Again, maybe it uses like 4 other appliances. It's like, get out your stand mixer, smoke this meatloaf for a while, then get out your Griddle, then, you know, end up with a sous vide. And it's like, you just want a Griddle. This is a regular cookbook with regular recipes for regular people. That's me. Some people might say it's not that special. That's okay. There's the other cookbooks to choose from. I would say it's everyday real world recipes you'll actually make. A lot of them, you know, it's kind of like, just because you can do it on a Griddle, should you do it on a Griddle? I don't know. Like, I don't really do chicken wings on the Griddle anymore. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest with you. Flatbreads is another one. You can. I don't think they're bad. I don't think you need a recipe for that. If you're gonna make a flatbread, make it, throw it in the oven. Like, why would you turn this on? Now, a lot of people like making pizzas. That's just my opinion on it. The Big Mac smashed tacos, not in here. That thing went viral like forever, 2 years ago, for like a year straight. And I just didn't think it was good. I just thought I'd rather either make a Big Mac or make a smash burger. A Big Mac smash burger, or make a ground beef taco, like Tacos Dorados or something like that. So That's just my opinion. I just want to say they're everyday recipes. It's not what would look good for a picture or what would look good for the internet. I also have a video link for every single recipe. So it's an ebook, which the nice part is you get it instantly. I have a video link for every single recipe. And when I make an update to it, I just send out updates. I'll do about quarterly. I'll send out when I drop a couple recipes off, put some new recipes on, I just send you a free update to everybody who's already purchased the book. And the links are nice to be able to, you know, watch a video if you want a little more instruction before you make something. Also, if you do want a physical copy, I have a black and white printable version in there that you can print off. It costs me like 10 bucks to get it print and bound at Kinko's, so that's an option. I don't do a physical version of this book for two reasons. I'm just honest up front. A, I like sending out the updates and I don't think it's complete. I don't know if it'll ever be perfect or complete, but I like to send out the updates. B, it's a lot of money to not make money. Like to sell a $20 physical book, by the time I shipped it and all the costs of making it, I'd be down to like $3 per book. And so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me. So some people ask why, and that's why. I'm not charging $35 for a cookbook right now. I'm not doing that because it just seems too much. So if you're interested in getting the ebook, it's on your screen now or it's down in the description below. If you want to know, I have a video. It's kind of long, but I literally pop up every single page and go through every recipe in the ebook, and that's on your screen now. So if you really want to know, as I like kind of go through them quickly, what's in the ebook, you can watch that. If you watched this far, thank you so much. Hope you have a good one. Keep on griddling.